Welcome back to this week's Truman Lake Fishing Report. It is September 18th. It is brought to you by Mark Huey's Guide Service and Sportsman's Outfitter and Marine, your favorite Lund dealer. Mark, how are you doing?
Good, you.
I'm doing well. That intro took me a couple tries, but let's get straight to it. You've been out on the water a few times this week. I'm assuming you always are.
Yeah, the bite's been pretty good. Crappie bite been good. The last couple days, it got a little it got a little weird for some reason, and then I noticed that we had a bunch of back current, so it that messes with them a little bit. But it was still like today. We had back current this morning, and then by 10 o'clock they started running some water, and it got flowing the right way, and the fish got to biting like they're supposed to, and it was good.
Are you still running out Bucksaw, 10 to 15 foot of water, minnows?
Yeah, Bucksaw, minnows. I did go out a couple afternoons and just kind of mess around with them after my trip just to see if they'd bite a jig. Fished the slot limit hair jig, and they they bit it pretty good. But I tried a hair jig this morning, and with that water running the wrong way, they didn't want nothing to do with anything.
Hmm.
So they were they'd swim up and look at it, and think about it, but they just wouldn't commit. So we did get a few of them with the water, with the back current. But the bite was definitely a lot better when the water started flowing the right way. So
There we go. What about catfish? Anything there?
catfish bite. I catfished last week. It's not great. I mean, we got decent, we got decent fish every day of the week, but you got to move around a lot. That it's not hard to find fish, but they don't want to eat. I mean, some if you get around an area where there's some boat traffic, the bite seems to be better. It gets them fish moving around a little bit. But we fished, shallow, fresh shad, just lots of sets. I mean, we'd pull into a spot, see a bunch of fish, and you might catch one or two, maybe three, and it was time to move again. And you'd pull in, set up again, and you know, you usually get one or two bites pretty quick, and then that's it. Time to move again. So
Dang.
just lots of moving.
Well, it's part of it sometimes, unfortunately. Hopefully that keeps improving. I'm sure it'll get better here soon. The heat that rolled in, I think really, messed things up. It was starting to cool off. I felt like the bite was improving, but the heat kind
Yeah.
of and like you said, the back current just kind of made everything a little different.
Oh yeah. There's a bunch of the water's just stagnant. I mean, there was a bunch of slime floating on the water this morning. We haven't had any rain. We haven't had hardly any wind in the last week and a half. So that it's just kind of like pond water right now. It's just, you know,
Yeah.
kind of gooey and nasty, and but we need a good rain, and some weather change would help. Not that I want to see it turn into winter yet, but you know,
60,
it'd be nice
65 degrees would be nice.
it'd be nice if it cooled down a little bit, at least get the lake doing something. I mean, it's, like you said, it was starting to cool down, and then now it's heating back up, and it just when we need it down drop, because when it dropped, oh, that, 8 to 10, 11 degrees, they're pretty quick. It got things going pretty good. But now that it's leveled back off, it's kind of stagnant again.
Yep. Well, fair enough. Well, it'll cool down. It'll get better. Mark and I got a date on the calendar. We're gonna get back out on the water and do some videos on the water. Excited for that. And in the meantime, I guess let's just wrap it up. Availability. I'm sure you're getting pretty limited. What are we looking at here?
I've got days. I don't have. I've got some afternoons open in September. Don't have any mornings. I've got a few mornings open yet in October. November, December still, plenty availability. So we can
Perfect.
we can get somebody out either way.
There we go. So get in touch with Mark, text, call, email, Facebook. Just reach out to him. He's going to do his best to get you out on the water. It's a great time. And if you're looking for a new boat, be that a Lund fishing boat or a Harris pontoon or a Bayliner, give Sportsman's a call. And until next time, we'll see you later.